Hey, Grasshoppers, and it was nice seeing you yesterday, those of you that were in. And of course, there will be a different batch of you in today, and then Thursday and Friday. Um, so here's the lesson that I want everybody working on. And I want to remind you that even if you're in on whatever day for me, when you go home, you still have to do the lecture or lesson that I created for you for this week. They're designed to be in there, right, 20, 25 minutes. So, like, don't just realize that everybody has to do this. Everybody that, whoever comes in, whatever day they're in with me this week for the 20 minutes, still has to go home and do that lesson for that day. Because what we do in class is not a lesson. It's just like a little bit of getting to know you, a little bit of safety protocols, blah, 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 and then that's it, okay? So what do I want you to accomplish with this? This is putting to work some of what you learned the other day, the previous lesson, about the age of exploration and these guys who are going around exploring the world and what they're finding and what the effects are. All I want to do is give you a short intro. I have embedded in this module a reading from a famous book called Guns, Germs, and Steel, okay? So if we take a look at the assignment, it is not an assignment in the traditional sense of like you're going to hand it in to me as a homework for this day, okay? So let me repeat. You're going to read the segment I include from Guns, Germs, and Steel, and then you are going to write a journal response, okay? So I'm going to creep down to here, open it up for you. When you go to today's lesson, October 6th, Guns, Germs, and Steel, you'll notice that there's no live Zoom because I'm working with Group B people in my classroom. They will be joining the rest of you on this after they come home. I will be embedding this lecture video right here. But you can see that you're going to have a journal prompt. Okay. So the other day, I taught you about these guys known as conquistadors, right? Or conquerors that would go around the world, particularly from Spain, to try and claim lands overseas for them, right? And one of the things they're going to do, one of the places they're going to go in the Americas is in Central America, they're going to run into the Incan Empire, okay? So think like present day Central America. And the Incan Empire was vast and powerful, right? There were a couple empires in Central America, the Aztecs, the Incas, etc. But this particular instance involves the Incas, and the guy who goes there, his name is Francisco Pizarro. See that here? And he is going to go and absolutely destroy the Incan Empire. Even though, by his own account, if you believe it, he only has like a couple hundred men, and he's facing like 80,000 Incan warriors. Now, how is that possible, right? How do a couple hundred guys defeat 80,000 Incan warriors? And remember, these Spaniards are conquistadors. They're not here to negotiate and be nice. They're here to conquer and kill and take, okay? And they're going to do those things to the Incans. And how's that possible? How do a couple hundred defeat 80,000 on their own soil, okay? So your job is to read this excerpt from Guns, Germs, and Steel. And I'm warning you, this is college level reading. I mean, that's what you're getting with this class, right? Join the track team. It's time to run. Here's the journal prompt. Analyze the reasons for Francisco Pizarro's one-sided victory over the Incan Empire. Okay, it's basically cause-effect. Why? The effect was the Incans were defeated very, very terribly, right? Like they were just wiped out, right? What caused Pizarro to be able to do this so easily? And you're going to find the answer in this journal. You'll click on it. You'll see the reading, okay? You'll cycle through it. It's a couple pages long. You'll end at the end. Right here. You'll end at the end. You'll start where it says, well, start. And you're going to tell me, like, why Pizarro was famously able to get this done, despite the fact that he was facing an enemy that completely outnumbered him on their soil. Usually those are major disadvantages that cause generals to lose battles, not win them, okay? So once you're done with the reading itself, apologize to that. I meant to go back to the module. Once you're done with that, you're going to answer the journal. Now, how does the journal work? Okay, real quick. A journal, you're going to create a Google Doc that you guys are going to share with me. But you're going to type all your journal entries onto this Google document. You will not share it to me right now. You will share it to me at the end of the semester. And throughout the semester, I will be adding more journal entries, and you'll just write different journals on this Google Doc, and you're going to share it with me in like December, right before the semester ends. You guys understand this? That's what you're doing. It's on you to create this document and not to lose it, to keep adding to it as we go, because it's going to be worth a reasonable amount of points at the end of the semester, and you don't want to take a grade hit right before your semester grade is due. In fact, you want to improve your grade right when your semester grade is due, and this is an easy way to do it. If you just kept up with your journals, you'll just be able to submit it to me all at once, and I'll just count them, and I'll read them and see that you wrote about the correct thing, and you'll be done, okay? This journal is due Wednesday, October 7th. Tomorrow, Wednesday, October 7th, okay? We're going to discuss it via Zoom in class. Even though I'm not collecting the journal on Wednesday, we're going to discuss it on Wednesday. So you have to be ready to go. If you have nothing to say on Wednesday, when I call on you, I am going to cut your journal grade in half for this journal, okay? So please have it done. Read it about how Pizarro defeats the Incas by coming to the Americas and just smoking them, right? And then based on what that reading says, why was he able to do that? All right, here's the journal entry right here for you, okay? So I will see you all together again on Wednesday.